And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense. Their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor from 19 yards away. And the Eagles will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. on second down, McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll get this one to Patrick. Touchdown, Panthers. Tim Patrick, 26 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it short, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he finds more. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Sanders a first down, still going. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Kaepernick now to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not that time for Watkins, but it's going to be second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A.J. Bernier with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. There he goes inside the 30, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play...
There he goes left side. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Kaepernick looking to throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Tommy Trimble from 21 yards away. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground with a tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Boston Scott, his first carry.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. That'll be caught. It's Rager. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Trying to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him. Mayfield. Able to get this to Patrick, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Now Mayfield, 23 yards the pickup. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Baker. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And this one will be brought back to the 22. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lump.